Happy Good Friday. Welcome inside Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center and the New River CTC Invitational Day 3 of 4. And Zach Helton, two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Bowl, and the whole family along with us. And they're getting started quick. We thought we had a little more time, but I guess usually these things run late, so why not start early, I guess, Coach?
Hey, I'm always early. You early. Our whole crew here, Video Productions, we're here early, ready to go. If they want to tip it off early, I'm ready for them too.
We've got 5 games today. All should be very entertaining, so if you're at work, you're right where you need to be. Just sit there, enjoy these games right in front of you on your TV or device, wherever you are, and then follow us throughout the day. This first game tipping up here shortly will be Independence. It's Greater Beckley Christian. Both teams coming in with very similar records. One is 3-2. That's Independence. Greater Beckley's 2-3. Independence lost last night to James Monroe, 93-67. Greater Beckley Christian lost to Shady last night in a game you and I did, Coach, 63-56. And we'll just kind of talk about it throughout as we're getting started early. And on the scoreboard as the guest will be Independence in all black. They'll have the basketball first. And bring the ball up will be Zach Boland.
That's a good thing if you lose a game, get a play early the next day. Zach Boland, nice little right-left crossover dribble, strong finish at the hoop.
Quickly 2-0. Independence both teams looking for a win after last night's loss. As McGinnis over to Jones in the corner, and John Rose. Yeah, there we get these rosters straightened up once we get started.
John Rose with a nice deep shot.
Good take right there by Cyrus Goodson.
Goodson, a good wide receiver in football, showing off his basketball skills.
Early 4-3 advantage Independence. Around the perimeter go the Crusaders. Another 3 this time. Rose has shot a little off the mark.
Zach, this is going to be up and down the court. We're going to have to talk fast.
Yes.
They're going to score. Watch this. Watch how quick these shots. This is going to be fun to watch.
Back and forth here early with a 1-point advantage. Crusaders looking for the lead. Won't get it this time. As the ball's turned over into the front court, Goodson wide open for the bunny.
Cyrus Goodson thought he was out on a deep post pattern, running the post.
He's got hands like a glove. Goodson, Green, Adkins, McKinney, Boland, the 5 starters for Independence. As that one's off the mark by Rose.
Rose has found a gap in that zone, already attempted 3 threes in the first minute and 20 seconds, and that was Boland with the high pass to Goodson. Now, if Boland lights it up, he's averaging 17. If he lights it up today, it's going to be cousin Boland. If he has 10 turnovers, he's not going to be a cousin.
Boland, McKinney, Goodson, and Adkins all in double figures last night in the loss to James Monroe. Mitchell, Smallwood, Rose, McGinnis, and Drumhiller, the starting 5 for Greater Beckley Christian. We saw this team last night, Coach, and they're chomping at the bit. And they had a couple of opportunities. A few turnovers kept them from beating Shady, which we'll see later this evening. 3 ball, Smallwood from almost the parking lot and left it a little short. But a nice pull by Green. Here comes Independence quickly into the front court.
Independence in a tight zone, giving Greater Beckley the 3-point shot, really trying to keep the ball out of the lane.
McKinney for 3 near side. It's good.
Well, McKinney, good-looking 3-point stroke.
Give Boland the dime quickly in the front court. Smallwood not wasting any time. He goes to the rack for a quick 2.
This is going to be fun. I love watching these track meets.
And you get 100 points this afternoon here in game 1.
Yeah, both of these teams like to run it, like to push it. Greater Beckley in a man-to-man. Boland again with a nice dribble penetration kick.
Adkins on the take. Left a little high, but Boland tips it to himself, keeps the possession alive. 3 ball. McKinney, that one rattled halfway down. McGinnis won the rebound battle, but then gives it up right back to Green, who floats it home.
Green with a nice little runner, Brady Green, 6'3" freshman.
Turnovers were the story last night for Greater Beckley Christian. That one turned into 2 points, and another one on a walk by McGinnis.
He might get a T here. I'll tell you what, referee Jay Rutledge is very upset with that, and definitely a walk, jump stop walk. And I'll tell you what, that's a good piece of officiating by Jay Rutledge. Did not give him the technical foul. He threw the ball over there. Now, he got on him real good.
Yeah.
And, that would put the second foul on the young guy. That's a good job of officiating. But I'll tell you what, I bet you if he goes up in there in the paint after throwing that ball over, he's not going to get the next close one.
No.
He gave him a break on that tee, which I think is a good piece of officiating.
You got to befriend the officials early, and a turnover for a turnover, as Independence will throw it back away. And to wrap up the point on McGinnis, last night played in foul trouble most of the night, ended up fouling out, and ended up with 25 points nonetheless for the Crusaders in the loss.
Yeah, I'm not real agree that you have to befriend them, but you can't take the ball and throw it against the thing. I mean, it was really
Mitchell for three.
Whoa.
Mitchell getting hot early.
Deep three by Mitchell. 11-8 in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. We got a barn burner here.
I don't think we saw this many points in the first half last night.
Look at Green.
Nice take by Green.
Spin move for a freshman, a big freshman. Nice spin move, good finish in the lane. He's hit one floater, now a spin move leaner.
5-point Patriot advantage early. But this one's been fun so far.
Yeah, they got it into McInnes, and he's able to draw the foul. I mean, Greater Beckley, you can tell right now as we look at the instant replay here on the other end. Look at Brady, left-hand dribble, spin, no travel, hang in the air, beautiful shot. You can tell Independence philosophy is they don't want McInnes to dominate the game at 6'9" in the paint. So they're going to stay in a tight zone, force Greater Beckley to make some threes. And then if they're hitting too many threes, they'll extend out of the zone. As long as it's working, look for Independence to stay in that tight zone.
Zach Bolin called for the foul, his first, team's first. And McGinnis in between free throws here to cut it to a one-possession game. And he drops in both.
Yeah, McGinnis, 6'9" kid, got a nice stroke from the foul line.
He's just a junior.
Yeah, he's getting better too.
Independence with a 3-point advantage. This is the slowest they've went so far. Pull up three, Green.
Ooh.
Splash.
Boy, that's 2-4-7 for him off the bat. And you know what they say the best thing about freshmen is, don't you? They become sophomores.
There you go.
But in Green's case, I don't know, 8 points for a freshman the first 4 minutes of the game.
Hopefully he doesn't have that sophomore jinx as Rose gets tied up there and travels with it, and they give it right back to Independence. Great pace so far, 16-10. We're under halfway through the first quarter.
Hey, I am enjoying this up and down pace.
We've got a day full of basketball here today. Bolin on the take, stripped on the way up. Mitchell with a nice play, but couldn't connect with Drumheller, and the possession will stay with the Patriots. Now Bolin looking for a resurgence, has the size advantage, but gives it up. And a 3-ball, Green in route.
Oh, my goodness.
Brady Green from the Woodrow Wilson logo on the floor. That thing was deep.
Boy, that's 10, 4 for 4 from the field. Boy, he is firing them in.
3 minutes to go. Drumheller wants to get in on the act. That one left off to the left. And
they need to look for him here, Zach. Here he is on the left side. He's going to let it go again.
Here it flies. That one left a little short.
The little difference of that, he had to put it on the bounce first. Those other ones were catch and shoot deep threes. Little heat check for him. There's Rose again from that same spot. Knocks it down. Now with Greater Beckley's low forwards with Independence low forwards not extending out to that corner, that's where the 3-point shot's going to be for Independence.
19-13 our score, 6-point advantage Independence. Timeout Greater Beckley with 2:40 remaining here in the first on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
19-13 Independence with an early lead, 2:40 to go. First quarter of action. Brady Green waking up out of bed with a shooter's hot hand. He has 10 so far, Coach. And I tell you what, you've commented on enough. This pace has woke us up.
Oh, yeah, great pace. Now Green with the size advantage. Oh, now they take Bolin off of the point, take him into the post where he can use his size advantage. Good adjustment there by Mike Green, able to do that. Now, adjustment for Greater Beckley before we went to the break is where Independence is not coming out to the corners with their forwards on that zone. Rose has hit a couple from the left corner. Now, an adjustment for them will be to put Caden Smallwood in the right corner, their other shooter, because the corner is where those shots are going to come from. Right now, Smallwood's at the front. Let's see if they adjust it and try to get Smallwood, a great shooter, down in the corner.
Bolin comes up empty with 2. Quickly in the front court, Smallwood. Pull up, baseline, jumper gets the roll.
Yeah.
Right corner.
Yeah.
I think you've known a little bit about this game, huh?
I thought that was a good move by Justin Arbonne to get him lower against that zone.
Adkins goes right at McGinnis. It doesn't get the shot to fall, but a foul will be assessed on McGinnis.
That's
it looks
a hard
like.
One. You got a little look at that here. McGinnis. You know what? I'm just going to tell you, at first look, I thought McGinnis went straight up, and it should not have been a foul. But we have the luxury of instant replay, and when he was jumping, he was going forward into the shooter. Great instant replay, the proper call by the official. He's talking with Justin Arbonne. I think that's what he's telling him. Well, when we have the replay, and, boy, it shows them get a hard call right. That was a hard call, and the officials have been on top of everything this game.
3 ball in transition. Michael Judy. Yes, sir.
Judy from the parking lot.
2-point ball game all of a sudden with 2 to go here first quarter. Independence trying to keep that lead. McKinney with a nice shot from the baseline, but it's a little off the back of the iron. No good. McGinnis clears it. An opportunity here for the Crusaders to tie or take their first lead of the night, in the afternoon, whatever time it is. Judy wants to, John Rose does that.
Yeah, Rose had the open area on the left corner. Now he's slid over to the right corner. So Greater Beckley's figured out where the shots are going to come from.
An answer for Independence that time. Cyrus Goodson off the mark quickly into the front.
Oh, great pass.
What a pass, finding the big man.
Big fella running the floor, Jordan McKinnis, and John Rose with the catch. Larry Bird, touch pass for McGinnis for the bucket, and a 13-1 run for Greater Beckley over the last minute and 26 seconds. What a run.
Let's check out this outlet pass here. The ball didn't even touch the floor.
Let's look at our little
going the whole 94 here.
Great pass from Judy. Rose never landed. Touch pass. McGinnis running the floor. That is beautiful basketball.
Kids, passes are sexy. That was a dime if I've ever seen one here early. The 13-1 run gives the Crusaders a 3-point advantage with a 1:18 left here in the first quarter. And like you were saying moments ago on the timeout, find the corners. And those are where you find open shots. And a couple of those open corner shots, Coach, is what has got Crusaders now back on top. 1:18 left here in the first. Independence now realizing they're in a dogfight. Goodson, wild shot. He's going to get bailed out on a foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, he thought he got
call a turnover.
Yeah, thought he got tripped, and I just think the officials have been on top of everything this game.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a veteran crew, it makes the flow of the game so good, and they're doing a great job.
Pull up jumper, Rose, good, and one.
Rose hit on the elbow as he was taking the shot, able to finish the shot. John Rose is having a tremendous first half.
Good find by Mitchell. Cross-court pass, 15-1 run over the past minute and 46.
And that's 11 for John Rose on 4 for 6 field goals, 3 for 5 from the three-point line.
You know, it takes the green grass to make a rose bloom. Green early with 10. Rose has answered with 11 here in the first quarter. Misses that free throw, though. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Independence trying to regroup here, down 5. That shot won't do it as Bolin got too far underneath. Ball on the deck, and a timeout will keep the possession for Independence.
Yeah, that's 2 straight spin moves where the ball handler got out of control for Independence. I don't know if they're trying to get a foul call, but both of them, I thought it was just a trip after this. I mean, not a trip, a fall down after the spin move, and Independence gets this one back.
This is going to be a 30-second. We'll keep it here, but a big day coming up. Next game, the girls' game, Cable Midland and Morgantown. Cable Midland coming in ranked 3rd in the AP poll. Morgantown ranked 4th, so that one should be a dandy. 4:30, James Monroe, who just dominated this Independence squad, and we're seeing just how good Independence is. They're coming in 10-0. They'll face Webster County at 4:30. Cable Midland boys and Woodrow Wilson at 6:15. The nightcap, dandy as well. Morgantown and Shady Springs. So a day full of basketball here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. We'll be here all day, Coach.
Oh, looking forward to it. And Cable Midland has the Smith brothers that can really put it in the basket. We're in for an exciting day of basketball.
Green attacks, left it off the mark, but gets his own rebound.
Look at Green.
Through 2 defenders. Nice move.
He has been impressive. Step through move, hitting threes, spin moves, floaters. He's showing the whole array of skills today.
Final 20 seconds here of the first. Greater Beckley is save for the last shot. At worst case, take that lead into the second quarter. Drumheller from the corner. Excuse me, that was Judy. Judy shot off the mark. Here comes Independence at the buzzer. They get the shot off and bury it.
Yeah, dead on it. Ball released. They don't even need to come to the monitor. Basket good.
Michael McKinney with the 3. We're tied at 25 as we head to the second. Little General. Convenient places, great prices with the replay. Look at that one right at the buzzer. We head to the second, knotted up at 25 here on Video Productions.
You ever really wonder what the insurance companies think about the Mize Law Firm?
When Mize Law Firm calls, we let them name their own price.
You're in good hands at the Mize Law Firm. That's my stance.
Yep, and we covered it. We paid a time or two because we fought Mize a time or two. Hiring a Mize Law Firm will protect you from mayhem. Like me.
Hiring the Mize Law Firm could earn you 15% more.
When I pick up the phone and it's Mize on the line, I just give him the money and save some time.
Seems pretty obvious to me.
All as we head to the second quarter. Brady Green with 12, John Rose with 11, leading their respective squads. It will be Greater Beckley Christian's ball to start the second quarter. Zach Helton and two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Bolin, along with Robbie Mounts, our producer, Andrew Bolin, Garrett Lester, our cameraman, and Brian Shepard, our stat man this afternoon. Makes it a lot easier on us as a 3-ball en route to start the quarter. And right there, Michael Judy is heating up as well.
Yeah, Judy knocks down his second 3-ball, 2 for 3 in the game. And, oh, yes, the stats, the instant replay makes this so good.
Bolin going to work, kick out, 3-ball. McKinney got it.
And you see what Mike Green did there. He put Bolin on the inside, who has the size advantage over Mitchell. And then when Greater Beckley collapsed, he's able to kick it to the open 3-point shooter.
Judy for once another one. That one left a little short. May have pressed that one. Bolin with the board. Here comes Independence looking to retake the lead. Goodson gets open. Left that one short, and a pull by McGinnis for Greater Beckley, but then he throws it right in the hands of Brady Green. An interception and a turnover. Again, McKinney, that one halfway down and out. Jordan James almost with the rebound. But here comes B.J. Mitchell for the Crusaders, looking to retake the lead. Andrew Epling on the floor now. In the corner to Judy. That 3 off the mark. McGinnis, though, going to work inside. His first opportunity no good. His second one blocked from behind. And it will stay with the Crusaders.
Yeah, great hustle. Here on the other end, ball went inside. The collapse came. Kick on the outside to McKinney. Knocks it down.
6:46 first half. And a good couple of moments there by Epling.
Oh, great out-of-bounds play.
McGinnis got too far underneath on the first one, regroups, puts it back up and in.
Or against that zone, McGinnis went and picked the opposite forward. Great call by Justin Arvon on the out-of-bounds play.
McGinnis with 6. The lead belongs back to the Crusaders. 3 ball in route. That one back of the iron, no good by Goodson. And a quick run out by Mitchell with the basketball. Push up ahead. Nice find of Smallwood, and Smallwood is rejected. But bodies collide inside, and I think Smallwood's going to get some free throws out of this one.
Yeah, usually not that kind to officials, but right here, I mean, you think about this, Jay Rutledge, the block is clean, but then it's a collision afterward. He waited. He saw the clean block. It was good, but then the collision after the shot, another good job of officiating here by this crew.
Goodson's first foul of the afternoon, team's third. Smallwood drops in the first. At about the same time last night, they replaced McGinnis, gave him a breather. And we kind of allude to it. I don't think I'd ever take him off the floor, but, you got to give him maybe a break every once in a while. But Smallwood drops in both regardless. That's a 4-point Crusader advantage.
Yeah, and last night, he was lighting it up. Tonight he's had a few shots blocked in there, and he gave him a signal on Alabama's play that he needed a blow.
Yeah.
And Brady Green there on the spin, he recognized, he had his mind made up he was going to throw it to the right wing, and after the spin move, realized Greater Beckley was in the passing lane and caused him to travel there.
4-point Crusader advantage, 6-minute mark. Here's second quarter. Judy wants another 3, and he rattles it home.
Yeah, Judy's knocking him down. A zone is only effective if it distorts passing lanes and you can get deflections. And right now, Independent Zone is doing neither one of those. But they're so good on the offensive end. McKinney shooting it in, they're able to stay in the game.
McKinney with an answer on that end. Smallwood tries to get in on the action. That one pops out, and McKinney will wait on his teammates and then decides to chuck it up from deep right wing, and it's off the mark. Smallwood comes out of there with it. 5-point ball game, 5.5 to go. Judy open again, left side. Someone's got to cover that kid up.
Well, they're making direct passes. And when you're making direct passes, I mean, Independence, they can get out there in this zone. They have enough quickness. They can move in that zone and get deflections. But right here, it's just direct pass. They're not having to pass over anybody, and then going out and jabbing at somebody's feet. They got to go attack the shooting hand against that zone.
Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Judy getting a hot hand. Independence trying to calm him down here on Video Productions.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. Here at Chris Gross Chiropractic, we get 3 major complaints: the knee pain, sciatica, and headaches. We use state-of-the-art technology to help repair the spine, nerves, muscles, ligaments, and tendons 3 to 5 times faster than standard treatments. So if you're having any of these issues, we can help. Give us a call today at our Beckley Clinic or our New River location that's now in Whipple. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
5:15 left here in the first half. Crusaders lead 38-30, and all in part of the 10-0 run over the last 92 seconds. And Michael Judy off the bench, coach, with 12, all from behind the arc.
Well, Greater Beckley shooting 50%, 8 for 16 behind the 3, and they're against the zone again. And
good job by Smallwood to hustle down and keep the possession for the Crusaders.
Now with McInnes out of the game, Independence can definitely extend that zone out. They're just giving them what they want.
Smallwood's top of the key three, a little strong. Rose with a rebound, finds Smallwood again. That one is through and good.
And Mike Green may get another timeout. He was really upset with his team during that last timeout. And I'll just tell you, they're standing in the zone. And like I said earlier, a zone defense is only good if it gets deflections and it distorts passing lanes. Well, they're not distorting passing lanes. They're not getting any deflections. they're kind of just standing there in the zone, and Greater Beckley's able to move it around, and whoever wants to shoot it can shoot it. So they got to figure out who the shooters are, get out into the shooters, make them throw it over their head instead of direct passes, and that zone can become more effective.
13-0 run over the past 2 and change for the Crusaders, and Independence can't seem to get out of their own way right now. Another turnover, this one by Green.
Oh, there's what.
Good ball movement to find Mitchell wide open. DJ Mitchell adds to the total.
Shooting the lights out. 10 for 20 from three-point land. They have 30 points off of threes in the first half with 4:13 left. And Goodson takes a hard fall there, but he's a tough kid. There it is. Just 2 passes, wide open, knocks it down. Independence might have to think about a man-to-man, but, I'll just tell you, when you think things like that, the coaches know their team.
Right.
And Indy has taken 2 breaks for COVID. They may not be in good enough condition to get out there and play man-to-man, because I guarantee he's sitting there thinking this zone isn't working, but maybe they don't have anything to go to right now at this time of year.
Drumheller to Judy. Yeah, both teams played last night, so there's no real excuse there for either team, but Greater Beckley Christian has found some wings here in the first half.
Yeah, and lack of practice time, can create to not being in great physical shape. But here, no, he did make a switch. They did switch to man-to-man, and Greater Beckley still able to hit a 3. So Mike Green did make an adjustment there, went to man-to-man, and John Rose knocks down another one.
Rose hit a few nice shots last night. That strong attack by Green, all for naught, and a quick outlet up to Mitchell to the rack. That one may have been partially blocked, but the putback is quickly in. I think it was Rose there to clean it up.
And Greater Beckley just out-hustled Indy there. Great hustle by Indy on the block shot, but the other guys got beat down the floor, and that'll make a coach more upset than that turnover. When you have a hustle play, and let's take a look at it on our instant replay. Okay, we're back to the Rose 3. Yeah, Rose, a little left-handed dribble, knocks down the 3. He's 4 for 6 from behind the arc, and has 14 big ones here in the first quarter. Him and Judy have combined for 8 threes and 28 points. Big time shoot.
No field goals in almost 240.
And here's Indy back in a man-to-man now.
McGinnis back in the ball game. Up top to Rose. That one a little short. Nice pull by Smallwood to keep it alive. Finds McGinnis. 15-footer, no good. Drumheller inside, keeps it alive, but it's knocked away back to the Patriots. 2:45 left here in the first half. An answer for Adkins, that one short. And a foul on the rebound. We're going the other way.
Yeah, neither team in the bonus. Been a really clean play game. Only 7 total fouls. Great flow to the game. Both teams going up and down the court. I know that Mike Green did not plan on giving up 49 points in the first half, and I'm sure he'll have something to say about that at halftime. Let's see how they react now. They're in a man-to-man, but it's a tight man right at the three-point line. Got to get the help side over on McInnes.
McInnes front and back and lost it.
Yeah, Boland did a great job of collapsing against the zone, and finally a good play on the defensive end for the Patriots.
A.J. Zielinski, the 6'1", senior forward, probably the best hair of the day on the floor now. McGinnis gets the board there.
And see, that time he threw one away earlier after the rebound. That time he was falling off bounce, but he took a couple dribbles. Man. And then he said, hey, I got that big rebound. Hit me for this trail 3. And they are falling here at the Armory. 12 out of 23.
It's like Oprah's book club. You get a 3, and you get a 3, and you get a 3. Under 2 to go first half. Jumper by Zielinski a little short, and again McGinnis with the trigger. He'll bring it up. You leave him uncontested.
Oh, look who's there.
Rose for 3. Halfway down and out. Smallwood tried to tip it to himself, but out of bounds it goes back to the Patriots.
Yeah, let's look at this instant replay. There's McGinnis on the trail. Nice 1-2 step into it off the catch. The big fella knocks it down. Those threes are like a virus. They're contagious. I mean, when one person starts hitting them, that's 12 threes in the first half for Greater Beckley out of 24. Independence has hit one of their last 9 field goals, and Greater Beckley is on a 17-0 run as Bowling gets called for the charge.
McGinnis, he's young. He's a junior, but when he polishes all this off, he's going to be a tremendous player.
I agree with you. Getting better each time out. I see now Indy goes back to a zone. Now they're trying to extend it a little bit. Got to get all 5 people moving. They can still cover the inside. Nice kick out.
Good ball movement.
Yes, sir. Great ball movement.
Mitchell. A little short. Nice. Over to Smallwood. Man.
It's raining threes in here. That's a great job of kicking out after an offensive rebound. Sometimes that's one of the best times to get a three. Smallwood, great hustle.
Great hustle play. Under a minute to go. McGinnis to the rack. And offensive foul.
Excellent play by Brady Green. Able to take the charge on the big fella right here. Nice kick out. Nice kick out by McInnes. And for the open three. And then just now, Brady, that's a big charge. I mean, they're down huge.
Yeah.
They're down 24. Somebody's got to do something. Now, I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Independence has the firepower on the offensive end to get back in this game. Now, whether they can get some stops or not, I don't know. But that's a start by Brady Green, a ninth grader, taking the charge against a 220-pound player. That's a great play by him.
Boland attracts 2 defenders. Up top to McKinney for 3. That one halfway down and out, pulled out by Judy. Final 25 of the quarter. And McKinney stole it and then stolen back by Greater Beckley. The runner won't go in the lane by Arvon, and a whistle.
Well, that freshman again, Brady Green on the boards. Now on this end, the Boland's got to be a leader. It's time to go to Brady Green. He had 12 in the first quarter. He's 5 for 7. He's only missed 2 shots in the entire game. You're going for the last shot of the quarter. And I would look for Boland penetrating on the same side as Brady Green and get Brady Green for a spot up. They got to get their offense going now, too.
Crusaders on a 20-0 run over the last 6.5 minutes. Boland trying to get an answer before half to the rack with the left hand. Nothing. Smallwood run out at the buzzer, pull up. Does he hit? No, left short.
And my favorite saying on that last move down here by Independence. A $50 move with a 5-cent finish.
Left it short. Halftime here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. And we've got a lot of points here in game 1. Greater Beckley Christian shooting the lights out. They're going to put the bulbs back at halftime. 55-31. They lead Independence here at the half on Video Productions.
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John Thomas.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
55-31 our score here at the half, and Greater Beckley Christian has brought their shooting shirts from down the street, and they are just lighting Independence up. A 20-0 run to finish the half, and they lead.
Now say that again. A what?
20-0 run.
Oh, my goodness.
55-31. Zach Helton, two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin, the whole family here, courtside at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. And, you know, the pace was, we were falling in love with the pace, I think, in the first minute of the ball game. Both teams were backing down, up and down the floor. But Greater Beckley Christian just started burying some threes, and you had alluded to it a few times about, switching up the defense. They did go to man a few times, and it didn't matter. Greater Beckley kept hitting threes, and they lead by 24 here at the half, 55-31. And, Coach, we've got the stats right next to us. We don't even have to do the adding. This is beautiful. Shout out to Brian Shepard for the stats. Man, we're spoiled here courtside today. But first off, for Independence, trailing by 24, Brady Green with a quick 12. He had 12 points very quickly, and then he was shut down. Michael McKinney also with 11. Those two in double figures at the half, but no one else really. Essentially, Goodson with 5, Zach Bolin with 2, and Carter Atkins with 1, being held in check offensively in the first half. Green was 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, but they closed in on him and kept him in check in the first half. Greater Beckley Christian with 3 in double figures. John Rose with 14. He's 4 of 8 from behind the arc. Michael Judy with 14. He's also 4 of 8 from behind the arc. And Caden Smallwood with 12. He's 2 of 6 behind the arc. He's 2 of 2 from the line, as is Jordan McGinnis with 9. 6 from B.J. Mitchell, both from behind the arc. He's 2 of 3 from downtown. So they're spreading things out and they're shooting really well, Coach. 48.7 from the field, 48.1 from behind the arc, and 80% from the line. While Independence is just 40% from the field, 33% from behind the arc, and 33% from the line.
Yeah, big story there, Zach. Independence did not get a field goal the last 5 minutes and 51 seconds of the second quarter, and they didn't score the last 4 minutes and 13 seconds of the half. And I mean, you always want to give your opponent credit, but I'm not sure on Independence not scoring or Green. You know, we can disagree occasionally with I don't know that they held Brady Green down after the first quarter, or Independence didn't find Brady Green. Yeah. You know, they gotta look for him. I mean, he's a freshman, so what? He's on fire, and he had 12 points with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and didn't get another bucket. So his teammates got to do a better job of finding him. But what I liked about that young guy, even when they weren't finding him or scoring, he took a big charge down on the other end, and he grabbed a couple rebounds and got fouled. So they got to find him to get back in the game, along with Michael McKinney. That's their big scorer. They got to get him going. And as far as as far as Greater Beckley, I don't know how they can play much better. No. I mean, played great on the defensive end, played great on the offensive end. They've already scored more points today than last night. Help me out, Zach. What did they get last night? 56?
56.
Okay, they're one below their total last night. So Greater Beckley lighting it up here in the convention center on this early Friday afternoon game.
Well, a big difference between last night and today. The flow was a lot better.
Yes.
We won't even go into that because we'll just get angry. But the flow's a lot better. And Greater Beckley Christian doing a lot better job of keeping down on the turnovers. They have 8 at the first half, but most of those came in the first quarter.
Yes, they did.
So
getting off to that early sluggish start, yes, they did, Zach. I agree 100% with you.
So they've done a good job to negate that and shoot better here this afternoon, and they hold the 24-point lead. There's not much else to say about that, but defensively they've kept Green out of the mix. And, you know, Coach Arvon used a timeout, I think, about midway through the first quarter. We have to go back and look, but the tides begin to change there.
Yeah, they did. And I know it's 24 points. You think, boy, this is a laugh. There's a little difference in 55-31 up 24 than 34-10.
Right.
This is a high-scoring game, and Independence has the firepower to get back in this game. I just don't know if they have the ability to get enough stops to get back in, but we will see.
Yeah, Independence showed early that they can get up and down the court and score points.
Yes, they can.
55-31 our score here at the half with Greater Beckley Christian back on the floor, warming up for the second half. They have the lead, and we'll be back after a short break with the start of the second half here on Video Productions. Thanks, sir.
2021 Nissan Titan is the best truck on the road, and here's why. A 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. With 400 horsepower and 413 foot-pounds torque, the Titan can tow up to 9,400 pounds. And now, through March 31st, receive up to 84 months with 0% financing. So come early for the best selection. Schedule your appointment online all the time at lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-PO-BECKLEY.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. Here at Chris Gross Chiropractic, we get 3 major complaints: the knee pain, sciatica, and headaches. We use state-of-the-art technology to help repair the spine, nerves, muscles, ligaments, and tendons 3 to 5 times faster than standard treatments. So if you're having any of these issues, we can help. Give us a call today at our Beckley Clinic or our New River location that's now in Whipple. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians.
55-31 our score as we are wrapping up halftime here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. Big day of basketball today. Next game, the only girls game today, but it should be a dandy. 2 top 5 4A schools going against each other. It'll be Cabell Midland and Morgantown at 2:45. That's presented by Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools. Quick, Coach.
Oh, I'm excited. I just enjoy seeing up and down basketball.
Yeah.
Enjoy seeing a great flow of the game. Enjoy seeing both teams being able to make shots. I think Coach Mike Green, I'm sure he stressed defense. How you going to give up 55 and a half? 16 minutes, a high school game, and win? You're not. If somebody scores 110, they're going to win the game. I only remember one game in the history. We scored 110 against Logan, got beat 112 to 110, but that's when the game both teams were pressing and the possessions were high. But I'm sure he had a little talk with his team about their defensive effort, and we'll see what happens there.
It will be Patriots ball to start the third. They're in a little bit of a hole. Down 24. The 20-0 run carrying over from the first half, now at the 7-minute mark. Pull up.
Good pass.
Nice find. And the bucket will fall for Goodson. So that ends that long drought of points.
Boland to Goodson. Goodson showing great patience with the little head fake and the kiss off the glass. Now the Independence has gone to a 1-3-1. First time tonight, you can tell, and they just got to make that pass go over them instead of direct.
So a good start for the Patriots. A bucket and a stop. Now on the attack goes McKinney. And he'll lose it out of bounds back to the Crusaders.
Yeah. Okay, so Independence, you can tell Mike Green's searching for anything. So now they're in a 1-3-1. And I'm sorry, it looks like a 1-2-2 zone. Now McKinney's got to make those passes go over him. See how the direct passes are going? Then the zone, there he goes. See, he made it. Good job by McKinney there.
Good job by you to call it. McKinney's bunny won't go. The putback won't follow. But in there to clean it up is Green, and Green will head to the line.
Yeah, you got to make the pass go over your head. And there they finally made one, and McKinney able to get the steal. You know, the old-timey zones back in the 60s is when you stood in the lane. Now you got to extend those zones. You think Syracuse zone is set to stop three-point shooters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's for. And you can still get out on people and cover space. It's just a little harder work for the players to do, and you got to sell them.
And, you know, talking about that zone all day, we're going to see some great shooters on every team that comes through here. Going from this game all the way to the last game with Shady Spring, you've got to bring that zone way out on guys like Todd Duncan and Caden Smallwood and John Rose. You've got to be way out on the perimeter.
You do. And Mike Green's made the adjustment. Hey, never thought we'd see that. A player dropped his mask on the floor. He had to go pick his mask up and take it to the bench. You know, when I was younger, you used to say you got shook out of something else. Now you can say you shook him out of the mask. Again, direct passes against that zone. Smallwood playing horse out there, knocks the three down.
That ends that quick 4-0 run by the Patriots to start the third. 58-35. Early minute and a half of the second half, and a three ball that time by Goodson. Rattles out. Smallwood scoops it up. He's going to run with it. Oh, he was about to pull up, and he walks with it as he slips from behind.
Yes, he did. Great hustle by Independence, coming from behind, creating the turnover. And here we go, our little general replay. There's a direct pass. And Smallwood has all day to shoot it. You know, it's time when the team's shooting that good a three, run them off the line. Run them off the line, make them hit a mid-range jumper that may be a little bit more difficult and worth one less point.
Green looking to catch five.
Good play.
Swings it. Three ball. That one won't fall.
Yeah, the right play by Brady Green. They cleared the side out for him. He was able to penetrate.
McGinnis couldn't connect. Mitchell with a nice hustle play there.
Good hustle by Mitchell.
Finds Rose for three. And
boy, those hustle plays. Just do it, Zach.
John Rose doesn't miss many of those. Give B.J. Mitchell the big star on that play.
Definitely. Give him half those points. Change that computer, Zach. He gets half of those. Rose knocks another one down.
Trying to get in on the mix is Bolin. That one a little strong, but nice pull by Green to keep it alive. Now three ball right side. Can't get the bank to fall for McKinney, but the Patriots keep it alive. This time Atkins wants to get in on the mix. And McGinnis finally clears it, finds Smallwood all by himself up in the front court. Smallwood to the rack for two.
Yeah, that's when the wheels fall off. You know, when you're down 28 and your head drops, you start taking some shots that you don't have a chance of making, and boy, it just snowballs. You know, it's just a hard thing to stop, and Greater Beckley's just playing great.
Bolin attacks.
I mean, what a play.
Foul.
Yeah, is that the big fella? McKenna's taking the charge in perfect defensive position.
Big smile on his face.
I'll tell you what, the game's been officiated so well. There, crossover dribble. McKinnis is right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right
it would have even been a charge in college. He was outside of the restricted zone.
Smallwood looking for three more. Won't get the roll. Put back this time by Drumheller won't fall. And Independence will clear it. Quick outlet pass. B.J. Mitchell is everywhere with the steal. 2-on-2. Pull up. 10-footer. Won't fall that time, but kept alive by Smallwood. Everything bouncing in the way of Greater Beckley Christian here in this game. That three won't fall for Rose.
Yeah, Zach, but that ball finds active people, and they are active this evening. And I'll tell you, I started to say I bet they couldn't beat Independence in football, but then Mitchell gets that great interception. But Independence had a great football team this season, and I got to see them a couple games. And
tremendous running back.
Yeah, and they had a great – and Goodson was a great wide receiver as Bolin goes and gets one kissed off the glass, knocks it down, and, you know, you sit there and you look at that lead. What is it, 26 with 4 minutes? I'll say it one more time. They have enough firepower to get in the game. They just cannot get enough stops. And part of that's due to a stagnant zone. They're not moving in it. And then part of it's due to Greater Beckley is on fire offensively. And, you know, when Mike Green went to the man-to-man, Greater Beckley drove by him. He's staying in the zone. They're shooting the lights out. He went to that guard at the top. I'm not sure if it was a 1-2-2 or a 1-3-1. They did get a steal out of that.
Independence only 4 of 9 from the line. Putback will send Goodson back to the line. And right here's the opportunity for Independence. They've got to make their free throws for one.
Yep.
McGinnis is now on the bench getting some rest. That's another plus. But like you were mentioning, you can't press. You've got, over 11 minutes left in this ball game. If you can start hitting shots and getting stops, it's, you got time.
And, boy, I let one slip by me. You hit me with the running back for Independence. Well, that was Goodson's brother.
Oh, okay.
Atticus Goodson. And guess what else? That's the nephew of Chris Gross, who was a great player at Marshall University.
Okay.
And his sister was the best athlete in the family. Their mother, Melissa Goodson. I mean, Chris was a great player at Marshall. His brother was a great player. Both of them are doctors now. Chris Gross on our commercials for video production, but Melissa was the best athlete in the family.
Well, you're going to start just taking that blood from that family and breeding some more athletes.
Oh, yeah. These guys, they get it naturally. Trust me. They get their toughness naturally. They get their athletic ability. Chris had to try out with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, they get it naturally.
Yeah.
And Atticus Goodson, I think
he was the story of the state.
Well, he's the number 1 ranked running back returning this year. Just had some D1 offers. But that's the brother, Cyrus, who was the wide receiver. So great bloodline there. I'll probably get a lot of flack for saying Melissa's the best athlete in the family, but she was. I'll tell you, if they would have let her play girls football in middle school, she would have dominated. She was amazing. She was so fast and tough, and that's just a tough family right there.
Independence.
And the dad, Goodson's dad played football at Concord, so it runs all through those boys.
I hear they let a few good players at Concord.
Yeah, and the worst part about it, Atticus Goodson is better in baseball than football. He's already had pro tryouts with the Reds. I mean, you can see the athletic ability there. Goodson driving in, and basketball is probably not his best sport, but did you see the athletic ability when he jump stopped and he just was able to spring up over the defender?
His body,
yeah, athletes.
Third foul committed on Michael Judy. Haven't heard his name in a while. Have kind of kept him in check from behind the arc, and Cyrus drops in the first. Back in is Jordan McGinnis after a short breather.
That might be my fault, Zach. I usually don't get on those lengthy stories,
that's all
but
right.
That's a good family story right there.
It's a 34-point ball game. I'll allow it. Second one a little strong. Loose rebound in the corner, chased down by Rose. And he was outlets up ahead to Drumheller. Was almost halfway to the parking lot before he realized the ball was coming to him.
And when you grow up here, it makes it so much easier to know. There's Brady Green on the steal. Let's see if he gets something off a transition.
Nice attack. The baseline and the jumper's good.
Yeah, when you grow up around here, John Rose, father was a great player and a 1,000-point scorer at Shady Spring. And Caden Smallwood going to the basket for Greater Beckley. His daddy played at Greater Beckley for Brian Hilton. I mean, you can go through these kids. There's stories on each and every one of them. And, I enjoy doing local games. Zach Boland. You ready for this? His dad is 6'9", and I recruited him. He was a mechanic in Beckley the first year Mountain State ever had a team, and I went to the mechanic place trying to talk him into going back to college. We'll take a break, but that's a good story.
Speaking of mechanics, both teams trying to find some tools to finish this one off. With 2:46 left in the third on Video Productions.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
63-41 our score, 2:46 left here in the third quarter of game 1 of 5. We've got an entire day planned out here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. If you can get away from work, come on out here and join us. If you can't, stay tuned right here on Video Productions all day. We're going to have all 5 games right here on your favorite screen.
Greater Beckley down 22 now, and they really like to get that to 17 or 18 by the end of the quarter to have a chance of being striking distance.
Got to start hitting some shots. They've been cold since the first, essentially. Smallwood wants 3. He won't get the roll that time. Nice.
Great play.
Charge inside by McGinnis for the offensive board and the putback.
Yeah, great play by McGinnis. Again, he's able to step outside and hit the jumpers, but he's also learning to dominate by using his size, and he definitely needs to do both of those things.
3-ball in route by Goodson, and that might help the Patriots start something here with 2 to go in the third.
Great driving dish by Zach Boland. Goodson able to knock down the 3. They got to get out there and get a hand on it. That's that COVID defense, but it worked as a air ball there.
Patriots with numbers. Goodson on the way to the rack with the left hand. It's good.
Goodson just showing his versatility. Hits a 3 last step, our last possession, then able to hit that running layup here. So I guess Independence wants him to take that 3.
Rose from the no-look pass from Mitchell, a little strong.
I'll tell you what, they can cut it down to 17-16 right here.
That one way off the mark by McKinney. Smallwood driving, lost it.
They got Green ahead. Green's McKinnis wants to get the block. And good play by Green. You know, in that case, you know the shot blocker's coming, and he was able to draw the foul, but he knew 2 of his teammates were coming. So if he misses it, they're going to get the rebound. But Green down on the floor holding his knee, and, boy, that'll be a blow to Independence. I hope he just nicked it or landed on the ground on it. You know, when you hit the ground, you hit your knee. It hurts, but you're going to be okay. Now, when you go to twisting them, that's when it gets scary. And he's rubbing his left ankle there. I hope he didn't twist it. I hope he just got banged on it. And, you know, that'll go away in 5 minutes if you twist it.
You know,
and I don't know what they're going to do here. Mike Green came out, but he was off the court. What's our rule there, Zach? If you come on the court, you got to replace the guy. If he walked, he was off the court. He was just down on the baseline.
That's true.
Hey, they're going to let him stay. I think I would too.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't come out there as a coach. I came out there as his father.
Yeah.
You can punish the coach and make him sub.
Yeah. You can't tee up the father.
I'll tell you what, I usually disagree with referees, and I've been doing it forever, but these guys have called everything right. By the book, you might have said you have to take him out. Right now, I thought it was the right call. It wasn't like he came to the center of the floor.
And I think they're over there talking about it right now. But
who is?
The official and Coach Green.
Oh, I think he did the right thing.
He drops
and
in the
now
second
he's taking him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, you caught some of that too right there, Greater Beckley Christian Sportsmanship, and we saw it all last night.
Yeah.
Just a shout out to the Crusaders' entire program.
Yes.
They've been sportsmen, even in last night's loss.
And they play hard, knock you down and help you up.
They'll scoop you back up.
And I'll tell you what, Brian Helton, the former coach there, built that type of atmosphere there over years. And Coach Arvon, Justin Arvon, he'll just keep it going.
I wonder if I'm related to him.
I don't know. I have to see your jump shot first.
Well,
and I'll let you know. He had a little jumper there, Arvon did. So if you got a little jumper,
I got a mid-range. I'm pretty good from mid-range.
Yeah. I don't know if Mike Green here, you cut it to 18. I believe I go out there and make him play. I mean, Greater Beckley's on a little roll. They're going to let him take the last shot. And McKinney's looking over at him, and he's going to let him take the last shot of this half and take his chances on going in. And Justin Arvon, I don't blame him. I go for the last one. You know, when you're trying to hold the ball 40 seconds and the defense can trap you and not worry about you trying to score, it makes it hard to hold the ball that long.
Andrew Epling.
I don't know. He was picking that invisible guy guarding him there.
Now they go to work. Epling on the wing. Back up to Mitchell. Mitchell gets rid of one defender at the buzzer. Left it short.
Hey, turned out to be the right play by Independence.
65-47. Independence has closed the gap here at the end of the third. We hit the fourth on Video Productions.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
When it comes to your injury case, the Mize Law Firm is second to none. What other lawyers, members of both the $1 Million Advocates Club and the nation's 100 top trial lawyers? What other law firm has offices in both Beckley and Lewisburg to serve you? When you've been injured, hire the Mize Law Firm. There's none better.
Holy.
Don't compromise. Call John Mize.
65-47 our score. Greater Beckley Christian with the advantage as we head to the fourth. Robbie Mounts, our producer. Now Andrew Bolin, our producer. Garrett Lester running the camera. Two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Bolin to my right. I'm just Zach Elton, just another guy hanging out on press row, enjoying some great basketball.
And we got the boss running the camera.
I know.
Butch Mounts up there too.
Yeah, I think we've got to be on our best behavior with him in the house.
You know what? He's the boss. He'll still sweep the floor. He'll take any job and just run with it. And boy, I appreciate it. All right, now Independence still in the zone. Greater Beckley ball movement. Tell you what, if Independence gets that thing down to 12, you look for Greater Beckley to pull out and make them play man-to-man.
Through the first three quarters, Caden Smallwood, John Rose, both with 17.
As we said, they switched to man. Switched to man as we said that. I think Mike Green recognized Greater Beckley was going to try to slow down the pace, and that's the only chance of getting back in the game is forcing some turnovers.
I'd like to say he was sitting over there listening to our broadcast and listening to your tips.
That's two deflections.
Getting very stingy with the defense.
Oh,
now.
yeah. I've been looking for those deflections all day, and then the same play they get to them. They have the ability. They have the athletes to play man-to-man. Yeah, maybe that COVID where they haven't practiced not being in great shape, and now they're going to go to that man-to-man in the fourth quarter. They got to get down and guard people.
Braylon Arvon on the floor, along with Andrew Epling, Caden Smallwood, Michael Judy, and in the post is Ezra Drumheller. Down into Smallwood, and Smallwood heading to the line for a couple of free ones.
Yeah, good job by Smallwood. Leveling his body, able to lead with his elbow, draw the contact, and get to the free throw line.
Second foul.
A lot of kids will open up there, Zach, and show their belly button to the rim. You want your belly button facing the baseline there. That way they have to come over your shoulder to block the shot, and you can create contact. So good fundamental job by Smallwood there.
Shoemate called to the foul, his second. 16 fouls on the Crusaders. We'll keep an eye on that as if Independence tries to make a little bit of run here. They're going to be in the bonus for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, and I look for if Independence get a bucket, let's see if they go to the full court zone trap. There's Green.
Green, welcome back at three. That time left a little short, but a nice rebound inside to keep it alive. But it's thrown away, and Smallwood comes out with it for the Crusaders. He'll drop off. That one to Arvon with the runner in the lane. It's good.
Arvon, great body control, able to catch it and put it in the basket.
Under 7 to go. Here in game one. Into the post they go. Shoemate covered up. Back up McKinney. Deep three, in route. That one off the back of the iron, no good. Smallwood pulls it down again. Crusaders with the lead in the ball. Final 7 minutes here in game one.
See, on the pass, Independence standing straight up on defense. They got to get down and move. And I'm going to tell you, in this business, there's solvable problems and there's unsolvable problems. Independence has some solvable problems.
Epling wants to get on the mix. That one a little strong, but the rebound knocked out by Shoemate. It will stay with the Crusaders.
Yeah, there's some solvable problems that when they get enough practice time, as we see Smallwood on the right, nice little hit. Arvon with the floater. But when they get some practice time and they're able to beat this COVID thing, they'll get better. There's talent on that team. I don't think there's 22-point talent differential between these teams, and that's not a knock on Greater Beckley. I think Greater Beckley is going to be in the mix for a single-A state championship. I've said it all year, and I'll keep saying it. They have depth, they have balance, they have size, and they have shooting ability.
Nice take by Epling. That one won't fall for him. Drumheller keeps it alive over to Smallwood. And, talking about Greater Beckley, despite their limited schedule with the COVID stuff that they've dealt with, they're sitting in 8th in the Class A AP poll this week.
And guess what, Zach? There is not 7 Class A teams in this state better than Greater Beckley. Just write it down. I'm going to put my stamp on that. Yeah. Greater Beckley. Now, there's 4 teams in that region, and only 2 of them get to go to the state. Help me out, Zach. It's them and Greenbrier West, and we're going to see them later today.
James Monroe.
James Monroe, and then the state champs from 2 years ago, Webster County.
James Monroe, Webster County. That's going to be a nice afternoon affair at 4:30.
And all 4 of those teams, only 2 of them's going. And that's 4 quality teams, and only 2 of them's going.
5.5 left in game 1. Game 2 should be interesting between this one and the one we were alluding to moments ago. Cabell Midland Morgantown girls. Nice take right there by Judy to get it to 71.
Yeah, Judy showed off his three-point ability in the first half. Now he's showing I can take you to the basket too.
Game 2 scheduled for 2:45. The Cabell Midland girls coming in ranked 3rd in this week's Class 4A AP poll. Morgantown ranked 4th in the Class 4A poll, so that one should be a dandy. Before the James Monroe Webster County game, Cabell Midland boys take on Woodrow Wilson at 6:15, and Morgantown Shady Spring will put a bow on this Good Friday of basketball here at the Convention Center in Beckley.
What a schedule, Zach.
Man.
Are you talking about games? I mean, we started out with this one. It's been an offensive affair. You're going to end with Shady and Morgantown, and you're going to have Beckley and Cabell Midland in there, and Webster County. I mean, wow, what a schedule today.
Every game today at least has one team ranked in the top 10 of their classes AP poll, and some have both. Morgantown ranked 1 in 4A in boys. Shady ranked 3 in AAA in boys. And Cabell Midland ranked 4th in 4A in boys. And Woodrow, Woodrow is so streaky.
Yeah, let's just go with that. What are they, 4 and 7?
Yeah.
And you look at these banners hanging up in this arena, and you don't ever count Beckley out. Don't count them out. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I mean, they beat the number 1 team in the state here a week ago.
George Washington.
Yeah, don't count them out.
And now it's sitting at 3, so don't think that Woodrow's going to be intimidated by anyone coming in to their house on Good Friday.
No chance. Boland with the nice move and the runner on the right side.
Is he brother or cousin Boland today?
How many's he got?
He's sitting at 4 right now.
Adopted. I don't know. I'm not going to give him. I'm not going to give him cousin status. Well, he does have a bunch of assists. All right, cousin Boland.
Oh, the bank's open.
No, this is holiday, isn't it?
It is.
This is Good Friday. That bank, I'm not sure about that one. Bank being open on Good Friday.
I apologize. Zach has 6 and 7 rebounds.
Okay, cousin Boland. Yeah.
So cousin Zach Boland's going to get a seat at Coach Bob Boland's Easter dinner. Sunday.
Yeah. 6 and 7 rebounds. And how many assists the young fella got?
Look at this take right here, and the bank open.
There it is. Arvon. How many assists Zach Boland got? You got to have some.
He's got 5 assists.
Oh, yeah. Hey, cousin Boland, he may be getting up 6 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
Solid afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he's played solid. You said 4 points there. That scared me. But then when you look at his total stat line, he has played a good game.
Yeah. That last bucket gave him 6. That was a little early on the computer.
Gotcha. Let's see what Zach does.
He's earning his
coming off the ball pick. Nice place. Making the right place.
Nice take inside by A.J. Zielinski. I'm going to give A.J. early nominee for hair of the day.
Nice strong move by Zielinski, and Boland made the right play.
Yeah.
So he's done that all evening. And Coach Mike Green had high praise for Boland before the game, his leadership and how he makes the right plays, can play the point at his size. So got to give some credit to the young guy.
24-point advantage for the Crusaders. McGinnis wants to pull the trigger. Having a little short. Friendly fire inside. As a couple of Crusaders battle for the rebound. Now the shot a little off the mark, but the putback almost fell.
Yeah.
You like to see this still battling on the floor.
Yeah.
Both teams going at it.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike Green would like to see Independence putting up more of a fight on the board. And he got one back here at half court and sneaking. You got to have all 5 guys battling. You got to get the ball before you can run with it. And like I said, there's some correctable things for Independence that can happen with practice time. I mean, they got Green, who's one of the top freshmen in the state, shooting the ball. Boland's a solid point guard. Goodson's a good athlete as you can. McKinney may be their best player. So there's some talent to work with. They just got to put it together.
McGinnis on the attack.
Like that should be a charge. I mean, I'm just saying, McGinnis dribbling from that far out.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been in there. He dribbled through traffic, and they played that wasn't the COVID D. That was the lookout D. And McGinnis going down the lane, everybody hollered, "Look out!"
Everybody was looking out for someone else.
Yeah. But so there's some small things that, again, with practice time that they can correct. Greater Beckley just keeps getting better.
That one's not one for the highlight reel for Mr. McGinnis.
And I'm glad they didn't smile after it. You see kids when they make a mistake or something, it just makes yourself look a little silly. Hey, don't ever laugh at yourself. Yeah, just sit there and say, I'm going to make this one, and get up there, and McKinnis sticks the second one all net. Now he can laugh at that one.
Independence's schedule doesn't get any easier. Tomorrow night right here on this floor, they take on Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Who's number 1 ranked in Class A.
Isn't Mike Green running this tournament? I mean, isn't he? And he gives himself these teams, and he played somebody else tough yesterday,
didn't he? James Monroe lost 93-67 today against Greater Beckley, and tomorrow against Man.
I'm glad they hired him as the coach. They better not hire him as the athletic director, scheduling teams like that.
Good take right there, but couldn't get the bunny to fall for Smallwood. Final 2:20 here in Game 1. Good take.
You see the strength there. You see the strength of Goodson going in there, drawing the foul, putting it in the basket.
Yeah, today's going to be a great day of basketball. Tomorrow's going to be a great one as well.
Oh, yeah. Good day basketball. There we go. We wanted to take that stats and pull all the scores up now that, we got some subs in the game. Look at Goodson. Goodson's got 15 points now on 5 for 13. He's only 1 for 6 there. But Goodson is quietly almost leading the team. Brady Green at 17. And there's Goodson's 16th point on the other end. Caden Smallwood now with 20.
Goodson had 10 last night in the loss.
And John Rose coming in next at 17 as both teams empty the benches.
Getting some guys some run here on the floor. Pull up by Landon Rose.
Oh, that's Little Rose. I'll tell you what, I was watching him when he was in the 5th grade playing against high school kids. Don't leave him open. Zach, he'll shoot it in the basket too. Now, let's see these referees. They called a great game, right?
They have.
The game's out of reach, 23 points. I hope they just keep calling it
the same way.
Yeah, these guys deserve great refereeing too.
Yeah.
They work every day of practice, and I'll just say these guys have done that this entire game. Now, keep doing it for the last minute 54. As a coach, when we would be up 30 and the game management calls would come, even if it was a charge, and they'd be, this is game management. No, these kids work hard in practice. Give them the same calls that you would if this game was 51-51.
Jordan McGinnis leaves the ball game with 1:54 remaining on a double-double day. 12 points, 13 rebounds. Not a bad day for the kid.
No, not bad at all. After last night, he scored a lot of points in the last 24 hours. Look at Rose.
I think he had a double-double last night. We didn't keep up with rebounds, but it was very close, if not. Final 99 seconds of this one.
Yeah, he did carry
there by J.D. Monroe.
Yeah.
We'll give these guys some love. Aaron Hall on the floor for Greater Beckley, along with Landon Rose, Braylon Arvon, Andrew Epling bringing it up. Also on the floor is Michael Judy. For Independence, 3-ball, Rose shooting just like his brother.
Did I call that one? I told you. let that little guy shoot it. He's going to knock in the basket. Yeah, I like that when the last 2 minutes, somebody getting 2 minutes of playing time, and I can tell you, I watched that little boy shoot the ball when he was young as Goodson knocks down another three. That gives him 19 on the evening.
Goodson, McKinney, Zielinski, J.D. Monroe, and Jordan James on the floor for the Patriots with a minute to go here in game one. 79-56 the score. Attacking the basket,
great
bodies
job
the
by
line.
Zielinski.
Zielinski held his own. Good job by Arvon picking him up in the backcourt as it's 4-on-4 the other way. Step back three, in route. A little short that time by McKinney. The putback, though, by Monroe will send him to the line for two with 40.4 on the game clock. Now, while we have still viewers, we want to, this is how we're going to do it. You know, obviously each game is a separate broadcast. So the same way you're watching it right now, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Carrier Pigeon, tune in to the same way for game two, game three, same. So there'll be separate broadcasts the rest of the day, but you can watch all five right here on Video Productions throughout the afternoon and into the evening.
Yeah, that's great for this area, especially when there's limited fans allowed in the arena tonight and video production to come down here and broadcast the whole tournament. Just a real added feature for this New River Community Technical College affair.
You know, this tournament has always been a big thing here at this building. Every year, usually in January. This year, first weekend of April, but it doesn't diminish any of the play. You know, it's always special to come into this building and watch basketball, and for these kids to play basketball. So, you know, they love, you know, Good Friday and the weekend. They don't get out of school like they would, you know, in normal years. Here comes the basketball right at us.
Yeah, just don't let that computer get hit with those stats up there. That made it.
We need that the rest of the day.
Yeah.
28.5 on the game clock, 79-58. As Greater Beckley will move to 500, 3-3. Independence will fall to 500 at 3-3. And it doesn't get any easier for Independence as they host Man tomorrow night right on this floor. Greater Beckley will.
Oh, did you see that
nice
explosion
move
there? Is that Jordan James, 5'10", sophomore?
Greater Beckley would travel to Tug Valley tomorrow night.
They play every night now.
Yeah, it seems like it. It's worse. You know, if this was NBA, there'd be kids yelling for load management.
That's
no
true,
load
Zach.
management for Coach Bob Bolin and myself. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back with final stats here in Game 1 as Greater Beckley holds off Independence 79-58 here on Video Productions.
The 2021 Nissan Titan is the best truck on the road, and here's why. A 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. With 400 horsepower and 413 foot-pounds torque, the Titan can tow up to 9,400 pounds. And now, through March 31st, receive up to 84 months with 0% financing. So come early for the best selection. Schedule your appointment online all the time at lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-PO-BECKLEY.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. Here at Chris Gross Chiropractic, we get three major complaints: the knee pain, sciatica, and headaches. We use state-of-the-art technology to help repair the spine, nerves, muscles, ligaments, and tendons 3 to 5 times faster than standard treatments. So if you're having any of these issues, we can help. Give us a call today at our Beckley Clinic or our New River location that's now in Whipple. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Welcome back inside Beckley, Raleigh County Convention Center. Two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Boland, Zach Helton, game one in the books here of day 3 of the New River CTC Invitational. And the first game was a fast-paced, fun one to watch. Now, Greater Beckley started hitting some shots in the first half, and they pulled away late, 79-52 the final. Independence falls to 3-3. Greater Beckley improves to 3-3 on the year. And coach, some great stats here. First for Independence, Cyrus Goodson led the way with 19. Brady Green with 17. And Michael McKinney with 13. Brady Green had a double-double. He also chipped in 10 rebounds with his 17 points. But other than those three, not much scoring. Zach Boland held in check with 6 points and 7 rebounds to go along with his 5 assists. J.D. Monroe with 2. Carter Atkins with 1, and that was it for Independence scoring-wise on the afternoon. Greater Beckley, though, 4 in double figures. Caden Smallwood ends up with 20, almost a double-double, almost a triple-double. He had 9 rebounds and 7 assists. I think if he'd have known that fact, he probably would have went a little more to the glass and throw out a couple more dimes there in the first one. John Rose with a quiet 17, 5 of 11 from behind the arc. Michael Judy with 16 off the bench with 7 rebounds. And, of course, the 6'9" junior, Jordan McGinnis, doing what he does. 12 points, 13 rebounds in the win. Overall, solid win for Greater Beckley. Rest of the scoring, we'll hit that real quick. Braden Arvon off the bench with 5. Lyndon Rose with 3. B.J. Mitchell, starting point guard, had 6 in game 1. 79-58, Coach. And, you know, like you were alluding to a couple of times, Independence has dealt with COVID a few times, and we really didn't know if they had any other options in the zone defense, and Greater Beckley did a good job of chewing that up really quickly.
Oh, they did. Great ball movement. The go-to guy was the open man. Whoever was open was taking the shots. The shooting percentage in the first half at one time was 8 for 16 threes for Greater Beckley. They did finally cool off. They ended up shooting 17 out of 42, 41% from behind the arc. That was the big difference in the game. I think there's pluses to pull out this game for both teams. Greater Beckley obviously had a close loss to Shady Spring last night. They got to get that out of their system before 2:30 the next day. It's always good when you have that loss to get a game the next day to get rid of it. And for Independence, thought they played much better in the second half. They were more active, and they were able to get some defensive stops. But, you know, both these teams, we're getting down to crunch time. It's coming up on tournament time. Both of these teams have about 2 weeks to improve before it's postseason time, and you've got to use every day in that 2 weeks to become a better team. And both of those teams became better early on this holiday on Friday.
Yeah, despite the records, despite the lack of games, we're in the back half of this schedule, and this weekend is big for all teams involved. We're going to take a break and catch our breath. Game 2 should be a dandy as well. It will be the number 3 4A ranked Cabell Midland Lady Knights against the number 4 ranked 4A Morgantown Lady Mohegans in what should be a dandy that is presented by Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools. We'll take a breather. You can watch the second game the same way you did to watch just the first one. Find it on Video Productions, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. We'll wrap it up and be back for Game 2 right after this from the Armory on Video Productions.